Hello ladies and gentlemen, friends and followers, welcome back to another live stream. Today here at Raleigh Durham in the FSS E-Jets 175 of Delta Connection, flying as Republic Airways, heading to New York, La Guardia of course, favorite airport in New York. So yeah, the FSS E-Jets series still in the beta phase, or is it pre-alpha or something? I don't really know how it is called at the moment. It's gonna be my first stream with the E-Jets, I think, if I remember correctly. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. Quite curious how it goes. There are still some problems with it, like I don't know if they are now able to fly holdings, for example, but overall it's a very nice aircraft, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to the flight today. So let's jump into the cockpit. Here we are, and you can see down here this little marking. You can remove it as well by just clicking it, but you can see the build time, 16th of November 2023, 1533. The build number, the version number, the registry, and brickyard as like Republic Airways. Adriani, you had to reinstall. That's always a shame to do that. So we have auto brakes over here. We have the dual FMC throttles down here. Cockpit door control. I think, yeah, this is even clickable. We have the flight pad here, which is actually quite nice. You can select all the different points here, like for the ground service. You have the payload, the zero fuel weight, fuel, and all kind of that. You are connected, of course, with Navigraph if you have a subscription. I can show you that. So we can load that in. So, and then we have our normal charts. Like we are used to have. It's nothing special here. The only thing missing is like we don't have well, we don't have ourself here, so I don't really know where we are. We are currently parked here at Terminal 2, but if I wouldn't know that, we don't have an arrow key on here like it is in some other charts versions. Departure today will be runway 5 left, so we will have quite a short taxi time here up to Bravo 1. And then we have flight details, which is the flight schedule for today. We can import the SimBrief flight plan. We can see Raleigh Durham to La Guardia, Delta 5844 is the flight number. Departure 1310, arrive 1445, and we just click this orange or yellow check here, and then click it again, and we have this overview where we have the routing, the cruising altitude, serial number, model, blah blah blah. The model is not correct actually. We're flying the E-Jet 175 and not the E-Jet 170. Flight attendants, Felix Anderson today. Flight attendant 2, William Taylor. And my FO is Rini Dharmavan. Sounds a little bit like Indish or something. But yeah, so this is actually block time 135, PAX 76. And yes, so this is basically just an overview. I don't have all the world updates yet. Currently flying from Stansted to Schiphol in the working title. Got the more right rudder texture pack. Also changed the lighting system. Changed the cockpit. Yeah, I heard of it, or actually I saw it this morning. I think the more right rudder. Didn't have a look at it yet because I'm usually not flying the 747. So yeah. Okay, and if we go to departure, we have our departure page where we gonna have a look later on. Everything is imported from SimBrief. So everything is done automatically, and also the runways and environment will be done automatically. So we can load up the aircraft either in real time or instant. But first of all, let's start to get everything on. So the overhead panel looks a little bit different than what we're used to. Battery 1 and 2 is over here. So we turn on battery 1, wait a little bit, turn on battery 2. And we have the GPU connected so we can activate it. It's a little bit hard to see, so if it's pressed in, yeah, you can see it's in use if it's pressed in. Seatbelt sign on. No, actually off. We're not yet refueled. No smoking sign-ons. The real whatever this is on. Emergency lights to on. Check the attend call. That's working. Okay, and that's it for now for the left side. Logo lights are already on, as well as nav lights. Pressurization. It's everything on like stop. You can do it up or down. Mode, of course, is automatically, so if you turn it to manual, you can turn it up and down, like in every other aircraft as well. We have the electric pump A and electric pump B. Hydraulic switch. Air condition is over here, bleed air. So basically that's... It looks a little bit different, but in the end it's all the same than in every other aircraft as well. Yeah, we have the cockpit over here. So the IRS is not yet aligned, of course. Well, yeah, rest looks basically as usual. We have like a system status page over here. We can change that to flight controls. Now the IRS is aligned, by the way. No, it's not cold. Hi, Benjaminus. Welcome to the stream. That's right. Long time no see. So hydraulic page, fuel page, electrical, ECS, anti-ice, engine maintenance, system config, where you have some overviews of the aircraft itself. You can check the plan page. You can check the map page. And to zoom in, you have this little wheel knob here, where you can... Nope, the bottom one, where you can zoom in and out. We have a checklist button, which will be implemented later on. We have weather button, which will be implemented later, and a TCAS. Everything is not yet implemented, so yeah. Emergency parking brake is on, or like emergency or parking brake, which is the same button basically. It's on, so this is good so far. And yeah, so we go to status page just to have an overview over here, and then oops, and then we gonna start the boarding process. The aircraft should be fueled up now. Let's see if is there somewhere. No, there's not. So I'm not 100% sure how the fueling will work. And there is no... That's interesting. There's no overview of the max fuel on board. That is interesting. I mean, it's no problem in the end because, well, we can just use our normal load sheet where we have a fuel in 11,000 tons. Yep. And then we go for requested fueling. Just not sure if this is going to work. We will have to see that. Oh, there it is, by the way. Why didn't I see that? So maybe I didn't have to check the fuel. So there is nothing changing here, so I think that we might have to call the fuel truck in date, but, well, we will see that later on. The fuel truck should arrive shortly. There it is. I don't even know if I have a GSX profile for this aircraft. Well, it didn't look like it. Yeah. Custom refueling. I use custom refueling, and I just go for instant. 11,000 pounds. Yeah, it's now boarded. Okay. So fuel is on board now, and we can go into the FMC because this is kind of, yeah, well, kind of very different to what we are used to. Yeah. Yes, I can show you, Benjaminus. Just give me a second. Just let me set up the FMC real quick. I can somehow... load up the flight plan, or maybe I have to set it up. So it's the FMC is really different, and I tried a flight a few days ago with the SkyWest livery, and the problem was that the cockpit was frozen. So I had no chance on doing anything in the aircraft, because as soon as I departed, the cockpit was frozen. I tested it later on a different livery, and it was working. So I hope it is going to work today. So yeah, I have set it up. Don't really know why I cannot yet load up the... Oh, there we... Wait a second. Flight plan report, Fly Republic flight ID. That is not correct. It's RPA 5844. Can we change that? Yes, we can. Okay, so send. Flight plan request. Send. Yeah, okay. Flight plan received. Now we need to wait a little bit. And then I'm gonna show you the... Or actually, let me... So this is the wing view on the left side. And this... Let me see. Do I have it on the right side? Nope. Oh, that's interesting. I don't have... That's interesting. I don't have a wing view on the right side. That is interesting. Interesting. So this is the cabin. Also like in Delta connection. And then we go over here on the other side. So this is the wing view on the right hand side. Small wing, of course, long winglets or sharklets or whatever. I think it's called winglets. But yeah. Yeah, so apply active. So first of all, you need to request the flight plan. So you click on send and then you receive it. Then you go to datalink flight plan and then you can download it. It's a little bit weird. But the route is now in. And we have now the departure. So runway will be 5 left. And we're gonna fly the... interesting, where's my route? Oh, Baxco 5. The Baxco 5 departure via Bausi transition. Yes, that's right. So we apply that. And now we can see here via Baxco 5 Bausi transition to Bausi, and then direct gears, Hertz, hubs, and so on. The arrival we're gonna program later on once we're in flight. November 201 Juliet, Quebec, that's right. Takeoff and landing fuel. I don't really know if this is, you know, really necessary to put that in. So block fuel is 11,000. Minimum fuel for takeoff. So basically, we just have the landing fuel. Planned landing fuel should be 7,193. Let's see. Yeah, so this is working. I'm not quite sure if this is of any importance. I really have no idea. Okay. And now I'm... Okay, here. Performance. There we go. So, as I said, the FMC, for me, for my understanding, is really weird. It's really hard to understand. But, yeah. The cruising winds, I have no idea. It's not set here on the Delta load sheet. So, basically, I just use... If I can find anything in the load sheet. So we have descent forecast winds, but Okay, so I just used 270. 330270 at 17. I just use that. I have no idea if this is the actual cruising wind. I don't really think it's really important. Zero fuel weight. You cannot just click it. It's not working. So we need to see if we have some information on it here. Maximum takeoff weight, maximum cargo weight. No, we haven't. No. No, 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 we have not. So, let me see. Zero fuel weight. Oh, by the way, I found top of climb winds. So I have the top of climb winds, 271 at 15. So that's absolutely good. What we did here. Cost index is 5. But where can I find a zero fuel weight? Why can I not just click that? That is really weird. I mean, why is it not possible just to click it? This is the settings page. I thought maybe I can find something. Well, I mean, in the end I can always check here, but this is just kilograms and I need to convert it then into pounds, which I actually don't want to do. Okay, let me search for it. Zero fuel weight. Oh, zero fuel weight. There we go. I got it. Zero fuel weight is 67.7. So 67,764. That's at least what my flight plan is telling me. And the gross weight should be 78,780. Block fuel 78,780. Yeah, that's correct. So everything is now set as it should be set. Departure limit. V speed is V2 plus 10. Takeoff speeds. So now we need to do the departure page here. So runway 1 is going to be 5 left. Condition is, I think, dry. Let me quickly check. 360 at 4, 10 statute miles. Few clouds at 1,100. Overcast 2,300. 5 degrees. Altimeter 3018. Well, it looks dry for the moment, so we just leave it as dry. We're, I think, fairly light. Let me quickly see again. Yeah, only 55% of fuel. Yeah, that should be on. So flaps 1 should be fine. And then we go on calculate. And then we have the manifest down here where we can set it. And then we have, yeah, zero fuel weight, wind 00087, takeoff fuel, that's fine. Okay, and then we can send it to MCDU, what I just did. And then we go here. Yeah, and you can see the, like, virtual copilot is entering stuff here. See, it's entering the takeoff and landing fuel here. It's done automatic. 677. Well, yeah, that's roughly correct. Takeoff in it, flaps 2. Yeah, we have to switch that to flaps 1. Yep, so everything is now set. Flaps 1, we have V1, 143, 49, 52. That's actually quite fast, right? 43, 49. That is interesting. We have 143 as V1, we have 149 as V rotate, and we have 143 as V2. Plus 10 is then 152, of course, but that's weird. I didn't know that this is possible, but yeah. So TO1, take off the rated one, anti-ice is off, and OAT flex off, trim 4.1. This is also important, trim 4.1. We need to set that. We can see it down here, trim 4.1. So we set that, and it's already set. Yeah, right, Trini. That is absolutely correct. Rini is doing something. Okay. So, I think I did not forget anything. It's always not easy, as I said. Take off wind. Well, we can set 360 at 4. But yeah, as I said, it's always kind of weird. You can see here the crosswind, the headwind with 3 knots. That is really nice. Flaps 1. Flex off. TO1 that is set by Rini, not Drini, but Rini. And yeah. So performance, cruising at 330. That is okay. For the descent, transition level 180 is fine, and landing will be set once we are in the air. Thrust rating is auto. We have climb 2, climb 1. And just a second. Okay. Climb 2, well, should be fine. And well, on the radio page we have the transponder currently set to 000. We set it to 2000 as standard. We don't have any ATC, but we are now all set to go, and we can start the APU, which is over here. So we turn it on, we wait a second, and then we click it to start. I use the mouse wheel, but it's also working, of course, with button control. And now we can also see the APU running up. It's down here, 82, 88, 90, and 100 APUs running. We can also hear it over here. It is really fast, the APU. So we can get rid of the ground power. And now I need to see if I click off the GPU. Yeah, I don't know why, but the GSX profile is, everything is set a little bit wider than it actually is. So we get rid of the GPU, we don't need that anymore. We double check the brakes. Brakes are set. Brake is on, so we can remove the wheel chocks, engine covers, cones, and the safety pins. Turn on the red beacon light, and we turn on the electric pump, and we are now all ready to go. So let's double check if there is any ATC online, but there is not. We have Memphis Center, but this is not in our way. By the way, here you can, like in every other aircraft as well, you can set the HSI here. The weather radar will be set here later on. The FMS, you can, this is down here. You can select FMS 1, FMS 2, or VOR 1 and 2, previous and next, and yeah, stuff like that. So, we go FMS 1, VOR 1, and everything is set, so we can go for GSX and prepare for pushback and departure. So, get rid of the music, and now let's see what GSX is doing. Okay, so at least this is working. Okay, so this is working at least. These are the charting, the lights, which are working as well, by the way. You can see here we're getting it brighter or even off. And we have the overview now of the system here. Yeah, I don't know where the pushback truck is. Oh, there it is. Okay, radio. We set 122.8 as active frequency, which is already set. And then we go into the ground chart. Raleigh traffic. Brickyard 5844 is pushing back from stand 9, expecting runway 5 left for departure, Raleigh. Okay, so let's see. I think I need to maybe, yeah, get the brightness a little bit more on. It looks a little bit weird. We can, by the way, turn on the flight director. Oh, it's not yet working. Okay. Nose right. Okay, release parking brake. We're gonna release it. Okay, so engine's clear. We can start the engines, and the engine start in the E-Jet is really nice. So basically, you just turn on. So this is the problem. I don't know if this is now turned on or off, but we will. I think it's now it's turned on, but we're gonna see. So what you do is you just open those covers. You click it on run. You click it on start, and that's it. And you can even, yeah, it's already starting. You can even start both engines at the same time. So return the covers. And that's it. You don't need to do anything more. And you can already hear that the engines are coming up. Yep, we set the parking brake. And now I just hope that the cockpit will not freeze like it was in the Skywest delivery. Oh, that's loud. Why is it so loud? I'm sorry. That should be better now. Okay, so yeah, we have the taxi lights here, side and nose, so we can turn on the nose lights. It's daylight, so we don't need to use the turn lights. Turn on hat tracking here as well. Of course we do. And both engines are running, so we can turn off the APU. And we do a quick flight controls check. So we switch here the page to flight control, and then we say full left and full right, and neutral, full up and full down, and neutral, and the rudder full left, full right, full left, full right, and neutral. Flight controls check complete, so we can go back to the map mode. And now we, let me see, can I can even not turn on the flight director. But yeah, so as flight level we can select flight level 330 directly because we don't have a controller online. So we can switch that already. This aircraft also do not have does not have auto thrust. But it's basically still doing its job pretty well. So have a good trip. So we're ready to go. Raleigh traffic, Brickyard 5844 is taxiing to holding point Bravo 2, runway 5 left, Raleigh. Okay, so we get rid of the parking brake. And we start our taxi. I just set the heading block to 050 just in case we need to select runway track. We select flaps 1 Flaps 1 are set. We don't need to arm the speed brake. Oh, by the way, I need to check whether the thrust reverse is... okay, so that's what I thought. Thrust reverse is not working. There is a setting actually to select that, but that's not really working with the honeycomb. So yeah, I just leave it as it is. Drini, it's really nice having weather radar. Really missed that. The working Titan 7 is equipped with it. Not sure if Horizon. The Horizon Sim. Actually, I can't remember if it has. I think it has. Yeah, the thing is that the weather radar is still 2D, so it's not 3D. It's not really. Oh, we need to turn right here. So it's not 3D, so it just shows you the clouds, but it doesn't really figure out whether it's a factor for you or if it's not. Raleigh traffic, Brickyard 5844 at holding point Bravo 2, runway 5 left is taking off, really back to go 5 departure, Raleigh. And you can see all the autumn leaves back here at the trees. I have the AccuSeason V2. That's really worth the money. It's really nice. So, Brickyard, we are turning on all the lights. Get onto the runway. Okay. Now, we check... is there any... I forgot where the button is to check the TCAS actually. Ah, here it is on the map. So we turn, come on, TCAS on. Terrain radar on as well. Flaps 1 is set. Auto brake RTO. We can check the takeoff config.
Takeoff okay.
Takeoff okay. Landing lights on, strobe lights on, everything is set on. Seatbelt signs is on. We can advise the cabin once again. Not really necessary, but yeah. I'm just wondering why I cannot turn on the flight director, but I think this is... this will be... Oh, it has auto thrust. Forget what I said. It has auto thrust. I forgot about that. Yeah, so it's a little bit weird because the auto thrust says FMS and manual. I can't change it though. But yeah, so oh, come on. So I set the speed to, let's make it 190 for now. Yeah, sometimes it does, but overall I think it does an amazing job, actually. So FMS 1 is selected. Weather radar is not working anyway. Okay, so we're taking off, right? Okay, takeoff thrust is set. We can start the chrono if it was working. It is not. Maybe like this, or maybe not. Well, whatever. Okay. Oh, there's a little bump, and we rotate. And airborne we are. Positive rate gear up. Okay, there is the flight director coming in.
Throttle.
But yeah, it's still not possible to activate the autopilot. That's interesting. The needle is coming in, so we're flying manually for the moment. And you can see here that the leaves and the trees, that looks actually really nice. It's really lovely. I love it. And there's also some green within, so it's really great. Okay, we need to turn right a little bit. So I'm just wondering. Okay, that's interesting. So autopilot is not working. At least the cockpit seems to be working. Well, that's at least something, isn't it? Auto thrust. Okay, so auto thrust is working. Let's see. Or maybe it's not. It's not in... Okay.
Throttle.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, and now I have the same problem as I had before. The cockpit is frozen. I cannot do anything right now. So you can see... okay, wait a second. I need to try to trim the aircraft. David of ZZ, thank you very much for following on Twitch and YouTube. So the thing is now, as you can see, I'm not able to do anything. Everything is frozen. I now need to use the keyboard to press F4 to increase to full thrust. Otherwise I can't do anything. If I release F4, you can hear the engines spooling down, but as you can see over here, nothing is working. So it's just not, you know, I'm on idle thrust right now. Idle thrust, but it's still up here on like 90%. Whatever. So I'm not really sure what the problem with deliveries is. The SkyWest livery is the same. The Alaska Airlines one is working, and well, the Delta one is not working. So even if I click auto thrust and I click that button here, there is nothing happening. Yes, I have the latest version, Drini. I have. Yeah, go ahead, David. So yeah, basically, as you can see now, there is nothing I can do right now. I can, like, not even set up the flaps. They are on still stuck in 1. I can return them to 0, but nothing is happening here. So I'm not even sure if the flaps are indeed retracted, but they are. Well, that's at least something. So yeah, basically, the problem I have now is I have to press F4 all the time to get full thrust. So that's going to be a high-speed landing. I think we need to return to Raleigh, and I think the E-Jets are not really working. We have the airport still inside, and I remembered that the wind is calm, so we just turn around and we get onto the opposite runway. I don't know. No, I did a flight into from Eagle County to Denver, which is basically a, I think 30 minutes hop or something. And I had the same problem, so I did a complete flight, and it was not changing at all. And then I tried it with the Horizon, like Alaska Airlines livery, and yeah, I didn't have any problem for at least the first few miles, so I just did a like quick pattern around the airport, and I had no problems with that. So yeah, for now here I have no idea what the problem is. I maybe have to write an email or check Google again for a bug report or something like that. So we're getting back now to the airport. It's probably going to be a high-speed landing. The thing is, I can't trim the aircraft. Like, my yoke is not really working. I can't do anything. What I can do is, if I turn down the flaps on stage 2, let me see if this is working. Yeah, it's not. So the flaps are not coming out either. So that's gonna be interesting now. So what about the speed? Let me see. What about the speed brake? Nope, nothing. Speed brake is not coming out as well.
Throttle.
So maybe I did something wrong. I have Absolutely no idea. Also, this light stays on even if it's blinking off here. Okay, so David, is the 777-300 good to buy, and if not, is there any bugs in the plane because of Black Friday? It's only. Are you talking about the Captain Sim 777? I think so. The Captain Sim 777 is definitely not worth the buy. It's not even worth 10 euros. It's the thing is that the Captain Sim has a beautiful model, but the flight, like, there is almost no flight model included. It's very weird to fly, and yeah, so no, it's definitely not worth it. Not even 10 euros. I'll just suggest you wait for the PMDG 777. I don't know how long it will take, but yeah. Oh, flaps coming out, flaps coming out. So there is. So if I'm moving the throttle, there is something working. Something is happening. So let me see. Okay, so see, I can move the power. I can move the power, but the actual engines are not changing. Like, this is the engine power, and it's not changing at all. So there is so there is nothing I can do. Yeah. Yeah, you're welcome, David. You're welcome. It's I know I love to fly the 777 as well. There were some community updates in the past, but they are not supported anymore. So there is nothing actually you can do, and therefore, yeah, you should just wait for the PMDG 777, and until then, yeah, well, you have to help yourself out with the 787 or something. Yeah, definitely, Dreeny. It needs some work here. But never mind. We're still going to do the flight, not just with the E-Jets. Then we're going to do the CRJ one. So I have to press F4 again to get full thrust, because otherwise, well, we're gonna stall quite soon. Interesting. The flaps are coming out, so this is at least working. And we have. Is this? That looks like icing. Okay, so I don't even know if the gear down command is working. Yeah, at least the gear down command is working. Okay. Okay, press F4. That's gonna be difficult because now I need to press F4 to get full speed, like 100%. And then I need to release it, so to maintain the speed. I go max auto brake. We're still a little bit high. I have no idea if the like the reversers are not working at all. The speed brake is not working. So that's gonna be a high-speed landing here. 500. I didn't even prepare for anything. I have no idea about the approach speed we're gonna have. I think like landing speed was 140. So we keep around that. 300. The aircraft itself flies quite nice, but 100. I need to touch down quite early. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. So I have no idea. So I press F1 now to have idle thrust. I do max braking with the... Yeah, okay, so max braking is at least working. Yeah, 80 knots, that's nice to know, but... So that's really... Yeah, I don't know why the Horizon one was working, and this one is not. I have no idea. Yeah, so I can't do anything. Okay, so I did the landing. Not bad at all, considering the functionality. Yeah, thank you, thank you, Drini. Yeah, it was. I don't know what the problem here is. It's so, as I said, it's a really nice aircraft, but this definitely has to be fixed. I am 100% sure that I downloaded the latest update because that's what I just did before the flight. But yeah, so I need to reset some things now. So I'm gonna end the stream, but there will be a stream tonight. I think, let's see, how late is it? Maybe in 4 hours or something. We're gonna fly. I have to check with my wife, but maybe we fly from Raleigh to New York, and then we continue from New York to Toronto in the CRJ then. Or if my wife doesn't permit, then we're going to fly only one track, which probably will be New York to Toronto in the CRJ. But I will decide that later on. The stream will be coming off definitely, so there will be a stream 100%, and yeah, we just need to see like when it will be. Yeah, the stream now was a little bit weird though. I really tested it out, and I thought it's the Skywest livery is the only one not working, but well, that's obviously not right. It's definitely somewhat more liveries not working. So yeah, I'm very sorry about that. That wasn't really planned. So yeah, you can see also the landing lights. I turned them off, but they're still on. So yeah. Okay, so guys, stay tuned for tonight's live stream. We're gonna fly the CRJ, not the E-Jet anymore, and well, yeah, I hope to see you guys then, and for now I'm very sorry about the stream today, and yeah, enjoy the rest of the day, and I hope to see you guys tonight.